Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to a night stream. I'm in night mode for sure. This is an impromptu stream tonight. As anytime I do a stream that's not on a Tuesday night, that is when it's impromptu. That's how you know. That's how you know. So what's up, guys? This is Stephen Malin, music composer for the screen, helping you to build a music composition business that supports your family. But you already know that because you're here. You're one of the early birds that jump on the stream right when it starts. And I appreciate you. Yes, you who always watch the beginning of the stream. Something I want to start doing with these streams is as soon as you're here, hit that like button, give us an elbow cough, aka dab in the live chat. So tonight we're going to be working for the next 30 minutes or so. Not a super long stream, but I've been working a lot on the Monster Sanctuary soundtrack recently. Like within the last week, I think between me and Peter, who's my co-composer on this game, we've put out about 5 tracks in the last week. So the gears are churning. So today I'm working on a replacement theme for the whatchamacallit, the normal battle theme. And I call it a replacement theme because the game devs have already created a track, and this soundtrack, it just continues to grow as they create more content for the game. But one of my goals was to pitch a new theme for this normal battle, and the team really likes the direction of where we're headed so far. So they're like, go ahead, do it. We like this. I think it's more appropriate than what is currently in the game. So that's my goal here. We already have a pretty nice start. What we just listened to, if you listened at the very beginning of the stream, that was the final boss battle theme that me and Peter are still working on. But today I'm going to be looking at the normal battle theme. I spent a little bit of time on it earlier today to kind of spruce it up a little bit, but I'm hoping over the next 20-30 minutes that we can actually have something that's pretty final and pretty solid. A lot of times you guys get to be a part of me. Whoopsies, wrong screen. Nope. That's the one. A lot of times you guys get to be a part of me starting a track, but not always get to see me finishing one. So that's the goal here today, is to take the ideas that we've already gone through, and I've already spent some time today deleting things, because ultimately the biggest hurdle of a composer is we often overwrite. We write too many ideas, and then when it's time to actually polish the thing up, one of the best things you can do is actually delete stuff and try to make some decisions. Decisions are everything. Good decisions, of course. So let's play what we have so far. This is the normal battle theme version 2. Here's what we have, and we're going to be trying to knock the rest of this thing out. As always, if you're here in the live chat, say hey and give me a big fat thumbs up, like. I appreciate you. Let's listen a little bit. Oh, that sounds awful. All right, that end is all kinds of atrocious, but got some cool ideas that we can work with. I think the biggest change since the first stream that we did is the beat, because before we just had a 4 on the floor, boom, 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 with the kick, and I just kind of filled it in with some snare stuff. But I feel like this is way more appropriate. It's a nice rock groove that I think is going to work for the entirety of the track. And even that little salsa thing, bum, 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 which you guys last time were calling the Super Smash Brothers. That thing. I gotta figure out my dang cameras today. That thing. That sounds really cool with that. You know, with that break beat in the background. That's gonna be cool. So the first thing I heard was this repetition of the sections. Let me actually label this out because I don't think I have it in here yet. Okay, cool. I have all kinds of sections going on here. I'm guessing this is actually the C section if we go to the E flat chord. I'm gonna call that C1. And then since we do a repetition of the chords on this part, we'll call it C2. So that's section C, part 2. And then this is our D section. Label that up there. I love that beat. And really the only change to the perk the entire time is, let's see if I can get this in here. I want to continue duplicating the hi-hat. I think that's going to work really well. We don't need to change that since there's so much rhythmic change happening elsewhere, like in the piano. I think it's going to work fine. But I wanted to show you the part that I did change. All right, this is my cutoff point right here. I cut it off, 2-minute loop right there. The snare drum. Why did I cut all this off? I don't know. We're cleaning up today. It's fine. I just, if you don't have a good reason for doing something, then don't do it. I think I hadn't copied that out yet. Yeah, so like doing the double time hi-hat there, if you can hear that, the difference between like that. It adds more energy. Cool. So I actually have two different patterns here. So I want to take the original, the OG, the original groove here and put it back with the D section. There it is. Cool. And that's going to work much nicer. And hopefully that'll carry us out through the end of the loop, which is the purple section. And I wanted to show you the transition from the C section into the D section. It's very subtle, but I just took the snare. It's right here. Should be. Yeah. It's very small. Let me zoom that in. You can kind of see how the groove that we were doing has been the same, a 2-bar groove. And then right here at the end, chugga chugga. Just did 4 snares in a row for 16th notes, and that really helps lead us into the next section. Very subtle, but it helps a lot. It's amazing what that does. And it would actually make sense if I take that 1 bar, which is this guy right here at 970. So let's take that. Let's just chop off that 1 bar, because that's going to be a keeper for any of our section changes. Very much like a cymbal. Since it's the same groove throughout the entire track, what I want to do is go to any of the section changes, so a B section change, and I just want to get rid of that 1 bar and replace it like that. That way we have that little chugga chugga transition with the snare. Sounds like this, going from section A to B. It's going to help so much with these sections. Let's do the same thing with the other sections. Yeah. it's just just enough of a difference to, I don't know, make your ear happy. And because I don't know how often I'm going to change my sections in the rest of this, I'm just going to duplicate everything we've done before to that point. So that means based on the number of sections that I have, that should be a D2. Which means this needs to be an E section. I don't want to repeat anything because this is a battle track that we're going to hear quite literally hundreds, if not thousands, of times while playing this game. I mean, think about your favorite RPGs. Anytime you go into that battle screen, I mean, think of the Final Fantasy series, for example, how they're just like stuck in your head forever because you've heard them thousands of times. So it has to be a good theme. You can't mess around with battle themes. Like, you really got to nail them. Get them right. So likewise, this is going to be the E2 section if we're keeping everything symmetrical, which I try to do when possible. And that way, we're just going to ride this out. And I'll have to figure out the math here later. My gut reaction is that everything needs to be skewed. So what I mean by that is I need to go right here to the D section because it's all that that stuff. My gut reaction is just to do a little bit of math here. I know I'm going all over the place here. Go right here to the D section. There it is. And I want to take these snares, and I'm actually going to take everything and slide them to the right until we fill the puzzle in. So the puzzle ends right there at the edge. So what that tells me is that we now have 2 bars that can just be normal. So what that really tells me is that the section changes are going to be moved back by 2 bars. So that actually helps me a lot with my placement. So now that can be D2 there, E and E2, and then that way it should all fill up the space and fill in a 2-minute track exactly. Yeah, cool. So that'll actually help us a lot here, because that tells us that really this is kind of like a D intro, if I can call it that, or instrumental, whatever. Because that means right here, we'll just call that D1. So these are gonna be like little phrases. So that's still 8 bars, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. There it is. So that's 8 bars, 8 bars, 8, 8. That's gonna work out lovely. And it should go right back to the beginning. Let's get rid of this nonsense. And hey, what's up, Sketchy Shazab? I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. Welcome to the stream. I like doing these night streams sometimes just to help get more people involved. Have a global audience here, so it's nice to, especially people in the Eastern Hemisphere, that obviously I'm on the East Coast of the Western Hemisphere in USA, in Atlanta. So my time does not always line up with you guys. All kinds of fun stuff we can do here. Yeah, this is totally bye-bye. Let's keep the xylophone synth going. I think that adds nice energy. That's note-wise. It's not just perk. Yikes, that is not quantized at all. Let's fix that. It's going to take a second, but it's worth it to get all these situated. So I'm doing this real quick. What kind of projects are you guys working on this week? I'm in full-on Monster Sanctuary mode. And just got hired to do a musical. It's pretty awesome. I am newer to the musical space. It's not something I have a lot of experience in, but I have surprised myself and clients that I'm actually quite good at it, which is very interesting. Not something I ever thought I'd be good at. But I think growing up in the Disney Renaissance era of the 90s, man, I fell in love with writing songs. And like Alan Menken is my hero. And that's kind of the stuff that I write. Hey, what's up, Brindano? That's so cool. He just said that just finished watching the previous stream. So here we are, part 2. Cool. Well, now you can check out all the changes since the last one. And I just found out that here's the funny part. I found out that the game devs for Monster Sanctuary, the Moirai team in Germany, that they were watching the stream last time too. And they told me after the fact, they're like, hey, great stream. We really love that track that you're working on. Keep working on it. Like, oh, okay. No pressure. So if you guys are here, give a shout out. Sloppy right here. So let's clean up a little bit. So much of composition is just editing. It's making sure things are clean. This is not clean. So I like everything up to that point. That's right here. We're going to chop it off. We're going to copy and paste. There's a lot of copying and pasting in music editing. There we go. What the heck key are we in anyway? Such a weird section, but I like that how different it is from the rest of the track, which is nice when you're, working on, when you're playing these battles for, 5 minutes at a time. It's just, you don't want to hear the same thing over and over again. I like that ascending chord. Cool. That's going to be really nice. That'd be a really cool place to put some synth brass because they haven't really been featured in this track yet. And this is the normal battle, and we got to have, some pretty even representation of the instruments in the palette. I want to match that with strings, but we're going to do chords. So here's the interesting music theory challenge here is, we're in the middle of a G7 chord, sort of. But what I want to do is, or at least a pedal G, right? Because we're doing these. Kind of moving around, but so what I want to try to do is I just want to kind of, or hold the G. Something like that. I think it'll be pretty cool. I know that my strings are pretty quiet in the background, but that's intentional. Let's pop over to just the keys. Hopefully you can see that better. So C minor, D minor, E flat, F, all over the G. That so much because that is taking. I guess now that I've added the chords, we're in C minor, and by adding that major 4, the major subdominant chord, it's a very Zelda thing to do, a very RPG thing to do, Final Fantasy thing to do. Instead of the F minor, having the A natural. It gives hope in the midst of an otherwise tragic type sound. And hopefully, the energetic backbeat and everything helps to make it feel like a battle in a cartoony type game. And thanks, Sketchy Shaz, saying Monster Sanctuary is my favorite game by far, and I'm happy to see such good music production being done for the game. I appreciate that. You just earned yourself a dab. Boom. Appreciate it. Let's do this thing. So I'm gonna put in those chords within the strings, and we'll build up. That's going to be awesome. And a fun little update. Spent a few hours yesterday, and I am finally... I've officially completed Monster Sanctuary as much as is available. Got all my monsters, my team of 6, up to level 33, which is the max level. Beat all the bosses, opened all the treasure chests, went to every room that's available in the whole stinking map. And now I'm ready for the updated content. What's going to come next? We don't know, but it's going to be special. It's going to be really cool. So I have to get my music ready. And for anyone that's played the most recent update, every single track that has been written by me and Peter so far are now in the game. All the ones that are in the content itself, all the characters and the themes and the battles and all that stuff, it's all in there. So that was really cool. Last night playing through and fighting one of the alchemist dudes and getting that theme, and going to the goblin trader and all these kind of things, the magma caverns and Horizon Beach. Really cool to hear all the music in there. Let's get some choir to add some intensity. I have 2 choices. I have my normal choir pad, and then I have a delay choir pad. That's so 90s. It's great. Well, I like the delay better. nice. Quite nice. Of course, we gotta add some more things in here. Let's get it in. I like it. I like the core notes, but not the extras. There it is. Let's go in there, clean those up. As much as I like the little trills, I just don't think they fit. Maybe the first one fits. Bum, ba-dee-yum. If it was a solo, it would work, but I don't know if it works in this. The grouping unison. Here it is with just the first one. Like the first bend, not the second. So let's take that off. I guess we have to bend at some point, but I will do it off the note later. Like that. Cool. Let's find all this in context. Some polychords. That would be really cool there for an E section. Triplet feel. Oops. it's a cool rhythm to throw in the mix here. Polytonality. I mean, those are just little, it's two chords on top of each other at the same time. They're two chords that, you know, it's a G2 chord, G flat, so A flat 2 over a G flat. Hard to that's an epic chord to end on. And that's it's a staple sound of this game. A lot of pitch bends. Okay, let's get that into an actual idea. Build from eighth notes to triplets in a more organic way. Don't want to give it all away too soon. Exhausting, but good, very good. So let's run with that. So these are all eighth notes until Okay, so for this part, I know it's a bit of a pain, but there's a bulk way to do it. I just have to avoid getting the fourth beat of every measure. But I'm holding down Shift on my keyboard so that I can just do eighth notes for those. And for everything else, on those fourth beats, I'm finding all the little mistake notes. So for this part, so now I just need to go to just the fourth beat. Whenever you can, do bulk editing with MIDI. Makes your life so much easier. Because the fourth beat of each of these was a triplet. Those are eighth note triplets. Whoops, there we go. Let's go here to the little drag down eighth note triplet. Hit the quantized so magical things can happen. Make sure they're all there. It looks good. Let's get these notes right. Let me fix that. Channeling some my inner Koji Kondo here. That is straight up Star Fox and Zelda. For any fans out there, freaking love Koji Kondo, and I'm doing a video on him in the very near future. I'm psyched about. Similar to my Zelda and Final Fantasy videos, if you've seen those, how to compose in their styles. Oops, these are eighth notes. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna check on the family. Give me even 3 seconds while I pop out of here. Okay, that sounds super cool. Super cool. Let's take a look at that moment. Love those triplets. And missing one here. Oh, yo, I have to go back to my triplet mode. Just making some little edits here. I love synth brass. Always reminds me of Mega Man X. I love a little pitch bend there at the end. So I want to add a couple other things. definitely bass here is going to be pretty important. Something like that. I'll keep it chill at first. Something like that. Excellent. I like that a lot. All right, guys. Clean this up real quick, and I do have to head out. It's a late hour, unfortunately, but that's just part of it. I'm excited about this. So most of these are triplets. Shouldn't have done that. Triplet. Bam. It's gonna be a lot of fun to go back through here and do like that. Well, that sounds like Metroid Prime. I'm okay with that. Try to clean that up really quick. Then head out. Cool. All right, guys, that's all the time I have for today, but it's going to be fun to finish up and share with you guys in the future. Thanks for hanging out for this little bit of time. Hope you have a wonderful night. Let me play out what we have so far, and I'll see you next time. Give me an elbow cough on the way out. Why don't ya? Why don't ya? You guys are awesome.